What up YouTube, it's your boy GapToothGamer and welcome to the GTG joint. So this is where I'm just going to do a quick mod review for you guys. Without further ado, without speaking, I'm just going to show you everything quickly. So this is the default texture pack. You can see pretty much, let me go pretty fast. That's everything there. You can pretty much see everything. Flowing lava, water. There we go. You can pretty much see everything there. Okay. Now the mod that we're going to be reviewing is R3D craft. We're going to do the 128x128 and the 512x512. Now, if you got a decent PC, I'd recommend using this. So you can clearly see the difference. My favorite texture, it has to be the cobblestone. The cobblestone, there must have been cobblestone lover. I mean, look at that. That looks freaking awesome. I've never actually built with cobblestone before, but using this texture pack, I might just. So you can see the difference straight away. The pictures as well is awesome. The bed, the vines. You can just see. I don't need to talk for you to see this. Now I'm using a trap chest here. If you wonder why that's lighting, because I've got a plugin on the server, which is grief prevention, so it lights up the area. And then you have straw. Straw hasn't changed. I don't know if he's not got around to it, or it just doesn't think no one will build with straw. But yeah, ladders look awesome. So you can see the big difference. Same with like minecarts and what we call it, minecarts and boats. They've not changed. So that's that. So you can see the difference. Clearly you can see the difference. Now running this right here right now, if I go to here, I'm getting between 50, 49 to 60. That's what I'll get. But obviously that's only because I'm in one space. Average running around with this texture pack, I'll get 30 to 40. 35 on average I'll get there. Using this one, oh sorry, before I do, I'm going to show you guys a couple of stuff. So this is what a sheep looks like, pig, cow. Cows look awesome in this. Again, there must have been cow lovers. Chickens, wolf. It looks different from default, and obviously you got your cat, and you have your horse. So as you can see, they do look pretty cool. Now using the 512 pixel times 512 is very dangerous. Only do this if you're playing offline by yourself and not recording. I wouldn't recommend using any recording facilities. It's just pointless, unless you've got a beast computer. If you've got a beast computer, then running this, you'll run it all the time anyway. I missed out the 258, or I think it's 258 one. I missed that out simply because of the reason that it wasn't worthwhile. So these are the two that I found that worthwhile for myself. They do 32 times 32 and 64 times 64, but I don't believe they're worth it. I don't actually see the point in it basically. But each to their own, I would say. Now I'm just waiting for this one to load over. Now you're gonna see the difference straight away. Jesus Christ, I love this one. When I'm offline, I play this by myself. You will get a bit of lag. I will try and do it as much as I can, but look at that detail. The detail is just too nice. Look at the wool. You can actually see everything in detail. It's just absolutely mental. Look at that, the hair on his head. It's just, you can see the difference. I'm gonna talk. I'm just gonna go through, so I don't take too much of your time. I don't think the inner chest hasn't changed, has it? Look at that. Oh wow. So as you can see, everything's clearly changed there, and The water still, it's just more detail. There's the horse. Sheep. I don't know if the sheep changed. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. Has the pig changed? I really can't tell the difference if the pigs change, but I know this beast has changed. Look at that. Wow. Like I said, whoever made this must have been in love with chickens and cows and stuff. Wolf, I don't think the wolf's changed neither. That cat definitely hasn't changed. And the little horse has changed. So they've all changed a lot. Now I'm just going to show you armor. As you can see, that's the armor there. Everything in the 128 one, the armor is pretty much the same, apart from it's not as bulky, and that's the only difference. That's why I've not shown you the armor. And the same with these tools, they are pretty much the same. So your clock has got a bit more detail, it ticks a bit better. This is my favorite pickaxe because it's obviously iron. You got the bow, diamond, a lot more detail on those, as you can see, and you got the sword. So these do give a lot more detail. Let me just go back quickly and show you guys this. So it's a really good texture pack. I'd recommend using it if you're a fan of vanilla. If obviously I use Faithful, as you can see there, 32. I've not used the 64. I prefer this 32. But look, you can just see that the edges are not as groovy. Arrow is not as groovy neither. But you are. So you see, it's a lot more detail in everything when doing it. And this is what I mean by the armor. So the armor is pretty much the same, but it's not as bulky. So it doesn't look as bulky, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this mod review. Remember to like, comment and share and subscribe to the GTG joint. Check out my main channel as well, where I'll be doing all the multiplayer stuff and play games with you guys. For anyone that wants to check out the server, still in beta stage at the moment. Not that one, not that one. That one. Okay, it's still in beta stage, so we're still doing a couple of stuff on it. But yeah, it's a really great texture pack if you're a fan of vanilla and you like to stay everything with default. I'd recommend using this if you've got a computer that's capable of doing it. And yes, come join the world and we'll talk later. Thank you for watching. Peace.